consistently tell you guys on this channel that going back and forth with MAGA is really, really simple if you know even a little bit of what it is that you're talking about. In this clip, we're going to see British host from LBC, James Hansen, take on and get into a bit of a heated exchange with Pat Shriver. She's a PGA golf professional, but she's a super fan Trump, and she's a so-called news junkie. And let me know, it almost sounds like she's kind of slurring her words through this interview. I'm not saying she is, but it almost sounds like it is. Let me know in the comment section below. But look, let's watch the clip in full, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and my perspective towards the end. Let's get into it.
I'm glad to say we have Pat Shriver back on the line, hopefully with a better connection. Trump supporter, PGA golf pro and owner of Cove K Golf Course in Clearwater, Florida. Really appreciate your time, Pat. Now, you were saying a bit earlier on that, of course, the US, you feel a great deal of affection towards Britain, and you think that Donald Trump does too. Look, the feeling is mutual. I love America. My parents are on holiday in Florida, not too far away from you right now. It's a wonderful country. If I could be born of a different nationality, I'd want to be born American. It's a great country. I don't dispute that. But is your leader treating his allies properly?
I think that our allies need to treat us properly. I don't know what's going on over there in Europe. Why does no one want to help us? Why wouldn't all these countries in Europe want to come to our aid and just give us a little latitude when it comes to the Iranian war? Why do they not want to let us land our military planes to refuel in countries around Europe? Why are they shunning us when our military is asking for some help? And it's not a lot of help. It's just a little bit of help. So I'm not really sure why nobody wants to get involved when Iran is a serious nuclear threat to the rest of the world. And I personally think that your prime minister and other world leaders around the world need to take it seriously, just as our president is taking it seriously. It's no joke. Iran wants death to the United States. They want to kill and maim and destroy the U.S. and they'll murder their own people. So I think that what they're doing in Iran is so hard for all of the rest of us to even comprehend the level of terror, the level of evil that they are willing to inflict on their own people.
But that's not up for debate, is it, Pat? I mean, everyone agrees that the Iranian regime is despicable.
But if it's not up for debate, why isn't your government helping more?
Because actually, what Donald Trump is doing has helped the Iranians. This is the first war I can think of in human history where the Americans are basically funding their opponent, because what you are doing is you have turned the Strait of Hormuz into a giant toll booth, raising revenue for the despicable Iranian regime to help rebuild itself. It's counterproductive.
No.
That's why we're staying out.
No, we have a blockade there now. I think as of today, we are certainly not helping Iran.
Yes, you are.
And no, we are not. You need to make sure you're getting your facts straight.
Are they not raising revenue? Are they not charging people for safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz?
No, they're not. We have a blockade in place. No, Iran is not charging people.
But Donald Trump said earlier he was going to open the Straits again to help the Chinese.
I'm sure we are going to open the Straits again to try and help the entire world be able to have access to oil.
Well, we did.
But
6 weeks ago. The Strait was perfectly open. So America have created this mess. This is it. Look, I think normally, yes, absolutely, we would fight alongside you as we did in Iraq and Afghanistan and many other conflicts. And by the way, I would just respectfully point out that your president did have the temerity to say that our soldiers, British soldiers, stood a little back in Iraq and Afghanistan, which is sickeningly offensive. So that's what I'm talking about when I say he hasn't been a particularly good ally. But just because we're allies doesn't mean we have to be with you in every foreign conflict.
Right. You're right.
And this one, I think, is a misguided one.
Well, I respectfully disagree. And I think that the whole world needs help right now with this situation, and we're trying to get it done. And we're just asking for a little hand up. We're not asking for boots on the ground, nothing extreme, just a little bit of help from our friends. And the U.S. would come to your aid anytime you needed it. So I have no doubt of that. And I think that what's going on in the world, I think personally, I'm a huge Trump fan and I'm a news junkie. All I do is watch the news all the time when I'm not working. When I'm at the golf course, I'm at home watching the news. I'm very interested in what's happening. And I'm even tired of hearing Trump, 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 Trump. It's not just President Trump. He has a full staff around him. He has chiefs of staff. He has
He wants it to
military.
be Trump, 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 Trump. I mean, the man is a malignant narcissist. He wants the attention on him. But look, I mean, Pat, it's a fair point you raise. Any US president is entitled to be angry with any of their allies if they disagree with the stance we take. Lyndon Johnson was furious with Harold Wilson, the then British Prime Minister in the 60s, for not joining in Vietnam. He wanted us there alongside him. What he didn't do was start hurling abuse at Harold Wilson. He didn't say about Harold Wilson, as President Trump has about Keir Starmer, he's no Winston Churchill. He's like Neville Chamberlain.
No one
Our
would
aircraft
argue
carriers are toys.
I know no one would argue with you if you said that President Trump opens his mouth probably a little too wide or says too much, or, I mean, we all know that. Everybody's crystal clear on that. There's nothing we're going to do to change it. I think that what I'm unnerved about and what I was going to finish telling you was that it's not just, I'm unnerved and I'm a Trump fan and voted for him and I think he's doing a wonderful job. But even I am a little unhinged at how much is happening so quickly. There's so much going on. He's doing so many different things at one time. He's got his foot on the gas. And I think everyone is having a difficult time keeping up with him. That's part of the issue.
Do you think he's well?
Oh, I know he's well. It's amazing how well he is. I mean,
it's amazing how well he is.
It's amazing
he's
how
quite
well he is.
obviously not a well man.
Oh, I think he's 100% super healthy.
I mean,
yeah, there's no question about it. Listen, he passes every physical. He nails everything. He's extremely healthy. Make no mistake about that.
Mentally.
Oh, he's mentally as sharp as a tack. He knows, are you kidding me? Yeah, of course he's healthy mentally. No question about it.
Hang on, a man who posted
around
a photo of himself as Jesus Christ, a man who threatened to destroy a civilization, a man who has renamed the Kennedy Center after himself. This is not a well man.
I disagree with you on all that. I think that, first of all, the media has blown it way out of proportion about this anti-Christ thing. I mean, that's ridiculous, number one. That's ridiculous. And okay, maybe he's named a few too many things after himself. I'm not going to argue with that. But listen, he's a smart guy. He knows that all this stuff is going to come apart when he is no longer president. So I think he's just naming as many things as he can after himself to see how many will stick when he is no longer in office. He's just throwing it out there and seeing what's going to stick. He knows it's not all going to last. I think he's very funny and has a big sense of humor. And I think he laughs.
Why doesn't he just do stand-up comedy sets and save us the trouble of having to live in a world of which he is the leader?
James, you are funny. He is doing a beautiful job, and he loves the UK. He loves the British royalty. He loves everything about it. He's copying some of that in the White House. He's got gold everywhere. He loves all that royal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, just look at what he's done to the Oval Office. It looks like Liberace's dressing room. Again, that's not the sign of a well man. Ian Fleming, the author of the James Bond novels, all the villains were obsessed with gold.
Hey, listen, you guys are not getting it about him. He's just in there having a good time. He knows. He's an old man. He's 77, I think.
79. He's about to turn 80, which is why I question his mental acuity.
Thank you for correcting me on that. He's 79 going on 59. Okay, and we all know that. He's having fun with it in there, and everybody's going nuts over it.
Yeah, we
Who
are.
cares if
We
he
are,
puts-
because
who
he's
cares
launching a
if he
war,
puts
because it's
little-
not that fun. I mean, we can laugh about it, Pat. I'm enjoying our conversation, but it's not that funny, is it? The state of the world that Donald Trump is leading.
I think he's doing a fantastic job, and I think he's totally disarmed the Iranian nuclear threat. Listen, I live right near the central command for everything going on in Iran, MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, Florida, right across the water from my golf course. That thing I could take a bomb at any time. So, I mean, he's protecting all of us with what he is doing. We could have another 9/11 at any time, and he knows it. And I think the rest of the world is not taking it seriously. These people could bomb us again. They could bomb you. They can reach Israel. They can reach all kinds of places.
Again, I mean, that I don't think, respectfully, Pat, that is up for debate. We know how evil the Iranian regime
So then
are.
why do you dislike him so much when he's helping us?
Well,
what do you hate about him? So who cares if
How
he's
long
a
have you got,
blowhard?
Pat? How long? It's not because he's a blowhard, and he can be funny. Of course, he can be funny. You know what he said to the Japanese about Pearl Harbor the other day? Inappropriate, quite funny. I'll grant you that. But we don't want a stand-up comedian in the White House. We want someone serious, and he is making the world a more dangerous place. He's making America a less safe place and a less prosperous place, and he is funding his opponents through this war.
The stock market is up. But listen, James, my golf course is packed every day. We are full. People are spending money. Okay, I was just in London. I was in Harrods. I went to Kensington Palace. I was all over London. I had a wonderful time. I loved it. People are beautifully dressed in London. There's money everywhere. People have money in Europe. I have friends over there in London.
It doesn't feel like that right now. We are the worst. We're going to be the worst affected G7 economy because of Donald Trump's disastrous war in Iran in the UK. Trust me. Okay, if you're going around Harrods, yeah, you'll see a lot of people with money, but you need to go to some other bits of the UK. Pat, next time you're over,
I'm going to leave it there. But did you guys? Just let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys think she was slurring her words, or is that how she always speaks? 100% transparency. Never ever heard her speak before. That's the first thing. Secondly, did you see the last bit of what it is that she said? Her golf course is always full. People are spending money. People have money. Why do you guys think that is? Do you think that's because of the fact that everyone actually has money? Or do you believe that's because the wealthy are getting wealthier and someone like Donald Trump is helping them get wealthier? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. But look, there's not even much I can really touch on with that clip. Honestly, James Hansen, he's not someone that I agree with a lot of the time either, to be honest. Especially his back and forth with Femi, who is a UK political commentator. But this was just a weird exchange, a very weird one. It was literally just her basically just honestly just bootlicking Donald Trump, you know, praising anything that he's done, anything that he did, and just talking up so many things. Another thing she said about the stock market being up. Okay, I mean, what does that mean to the average person, to the average individual who's probably struggling to just even put a roof over their head? What does that mean to those individuals? It means absolutely nothing. Like, I don't even understand why that was a comment that came out of her mouth, but there's no surprise there. Look, this is MAGA, and that's the reason why I always say it's a cult. And it's a cult that will keep on culting no matter what. And she is literally just an example of how deep the rot is, within MAGA, within the cult. Because people like her, it doesn't matter anything that Donald Trump does, she's always going to be a cultist. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this exchange in the comment section below. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I'll up the video as well. See you guys in the next one.